This is match number 14, where we pit Kazakhstan, who has yet to win a game, against Korea, who is coming off a confidence-boosting victory over host country Japan in their last outing. I'm Patricia Hizon, and this is another exciting matchup here at our World Olympic Qualification tournament, where, as you can see, Italy sits on top confidently and comfortably with their 4 straight wins and that Olympic berth looming and just within reach. Japan as well is doing quite well with their 2 wins, 1 loss. Korea, this will definitely be boosting them and will definitely be putting them on second spot. The Netherlands follow suit with Peru, both winning 2 games each. Thailand has won 1 match, and then Kazakhstan and the Dominican Republic still looking to win their first games here in Tokyo. This is the Tokyo gymnasium that you're seeing right here, with Kazakhstan already warming up for Coach Shapran Vyacheslav. He will definitely need the likes of Lumoskaya, the number 7 among setters, to work doubly hard to make sure that she's able to set up Anikonova really well, who's one of the scorers that they need to get going. Even Stanova and Akilova. Radmila is one of the best spikers in town, number 8 amongst all the spikers. Beresneva also is one of those that they need to get going. Meantime, for the side of Korea, Coach Lee Jung-chul hoping that he'll continue to get the production from Kim Yoon-kong. She is the highest scoring player with 75 points so far in this tournament, as you can see for her statistics. Number 10, Kim Yoon-kong, she is on top of that chart, but she does get a lot of help, particularly from Korea's Kim Hee-jin, who scored 7 points in the last game. Kim Yoon-kong, who also has been delivering the goods right here for Coach. Absolutely is another one that leads the players in aces. Aces was really a big story for Japan in their for Korea in the last time out, but yes, for Japan, because that actually set the difference and really was a telltale sign for Japan's losing effort against this tough squad from Korea. And now they once again will be inspired as their flags are being honored at this juncture here at this beautiful Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium.
これより両国国歌の演奏を行います。ご来場の皆様はご起立、ご脱帽の上、コート上の国旗にご注目ください。
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Kazakhstan.
And we talked about who those came from, but watching out for this entire squad. Let's meet our referees.
Presentation of the international referees. The first referee is Mr. Ibrahim Ahmad from Qatar. The second referee is Ms. Yui Sumie from Japan.
And now we have had our wonderful officials introduced. In just a short while, we will get to meet the starters from each of this squad. We talked about those service aces of Korea. It was those big serve that put Japan off the court as Korea recorded an impressive 3-1 win in their last game. And we start now by being more familiar with our units that will start this battle right here for Kazakhstan. They did lack experience in closing out games, but first they must start strong, and they begin with this lineup that includes Isayeva. We didn't get to see that middle blocker start in the last game. Akilova will be there also as a setter. German Schenberger, Tatko will be there. Anarbayeva will also be part of that starting unit for Coach Vyacheslav. And Coach Vyacheslav right here hoping that his squad will be able to close off those really frustrating close scores. That's what happened against Peru the last time around. They had scores like 25-23, 25-22. But now let's put our focus on Korea. We talked about the big serves of Kim Hee-jin, and she got 7 of those service aces. And Kim Yeon-kung, one of the best players in the world, had 6 of those. And you see the starting unit here. You have Hee-jin, Kim Hyo-hee, Lee that start things off. Of course, no surprise that they will also have their best player there, Lee Jung-chul, one coach that has definitely had that wonderful planned out victory against Japan, boosting their confidence here and their chances of getting to the Olympic Games. It was a capacity crowd for Korea yesterday, and they're playing in a different kind of atmosphere. Let's see who will draw first blood as we take a look at some of these starters for Korea. Taking a look at Tatko on the other side for Kazakhstan. And the rest of them, Isayeva, the very young player. You're taking a look at their team captain and one of the best players in the world, Kim Yeon-kung. We talked about how she is the best scorer. She has scored 75 total points coming into this game, 68 spikes, a block, and 6 serves. She's also one of the best spikers, number 5 in that category, as we have our first service of this game coming from Jong-ah Park. They set it up for a quick in the center right there position. Already scoring real quick right there. First to draw blood, Kim Yeon-kung. That outside hitter getting the first for Korea. Kim Yeon-kung definitely stepped up for Coach Lee Jung-chul in that victory over Japan, 3-1, as that dump over didn't work. And here is Korea setting up again their top player for an easy over. Good job for that dig by German. Just couldn't get the control by Schenberger, and Kim Yeon-kung scoring anew for Korea. Jong-ah Park earlier for that service. Here's German scoring and swiping it off the defenders, off of Lee Hyo-hee. And also Yang Yo-jin putting up the defense there. German scoring the first for Kazakhstan, looking for their first win here in this World Olympic Qualification tournament, off of great spin off of that service. And Schenberger, as you can take a look at that other action, that other angle, Kim Yeon-kung just couldn't put a handle on that leather. This time around, she's able to receive that well and sends that to the back. And that will be for Korea's point. So all three of these points that you're seeing right here coming from their top player, Kim Yoon-kung. 28 years old, 192 centimeters in height. Here is Yang Hyo-jin, 26-year-old, middle blocker for that service earlier. They go to Tatko, and she hits it right off the shoulders of Yang Hyo-jin. Good dime right there, coming from Akilova. Tatko with a strong finish. Oh, they had to draw out a good dig right there coming from Kim Yo-jung. And that is just wide. Kim Yoon-kung able to dig for that, return it, and then on the other side with a decision to send it over fast. They hit it just wide. Korea's fourth point now. This sends Hyo-hee Lee, the setter, for that service. Tatko with the reception, and Narbayeva tries to save it. Tatko with a hit over and a dump over by the setter. Good job by number 11, their middle blocker, Kim Soo-ji. .28 years old, plays for Hoongkook Life Insurance, hasn't been to the Olympics, hasn't played in a world championship situation, but she's here in one of the bigger stages that she's playing in. As they get a good break off of that wonderful service coming from number 3, Lee Hyo-hee, and they will try to break the momentum, talking about Kazakhstan, off of that service ace right there by Korea by calling for this quick timeout as Korea put up 6 quick points.
Вот слушайте внимательно. Волейбол начинается с чего? Приема. Ну как вы хотите играть? Посмотрите. Приема нет. Одна ошибка, вторая ошибка. А так, защите, поднимайте.
Kazakhstan's coach Shapran was a professional player. He played for a team from Almaty and became a champion of the Soviet Union and won the European Champions Cup twice in 1970 and 1971. He coached from 2001 to 2006, leading Kazakhstan to a silver medal finish at the 2005 Asian Championship Cup. And now these two teams from the Asian side will try to earn their spot in the Olympic Games via victories and continued success, as that cross-court hit by Tatko went wide. Not good off of a timeout called by Coach Shapran Vyacheslav. Korea needing 1 point away for this technical timeout. 35-year-old Lee Hyo-hee for that service earlier. Quick over, and Lee able to pancake? No, not successful. And this point will go now to Kazakhstan. Good job by Narbayeva. Let's take a look at how she did it over the defense of Kim Soo-ji. Service by German, 4-7. They reverse it, dump it over. Good dig right there by Kilova. Or check that, that was Fendrikova. And Kazakhstan continues to score with now an error on the side of Korea. Rare to see that occasion there from one of the best players in the world, Kim Yoon-kung. Ina German with a serve earlier. They'll send this to Kim Young-jung, and look at that power right there to make up for that earlier effort. And we are now at our first technical timeout of this game, where you have Korea leading by 3.
한쪽으로 몸이 안쪽을 찍고 그런 식으로 하라고. 좀더 빨리빨리 움직여. 그래서 좀 만들어서 몸 들어지지 않게.
Korea has 4 attack points so far scored off of 3 of Kazakhstan's errors and a service ace earlier. And off of those 4 attack points, 3 of them came from Kim Yoon-kong, and she was able to put it away and send us to our first technical timeout. Kim Yoon-kong, much as expected, of the best scorer of this tournament thus far. She's also the 5th best spiker with a 43.31% success rate. And for Kim Yoon-kong, she has played in 8 different Olympic Games, 9 World Championships, has had a total of 144 experiences with the national selection for Korea, and she has the most experience amongst this team right here. Ball still live, they send it over. That block is good, complete with a stare down coming from Akilova. Let's see how Akilova was able to reject that shot coming from Park Jong-ah. Tatko with a service ace, and finally the score off of that one. With the squad from Kazakhstan scoring 2 in a row, they only need 1 more to tie Korea. Tatko with that service, and they'll let that sail off, and it's wide. Taking a look at Coach Shapran once again as they anticipate the heater. Kim Soo-ji. They'll set this up for that left wing, but denied. Shot by Schenberger, put away and stuffed right back. Take a look at how Hyo-jin Yang rather was able to do it. It's another service by Korea. They now lead by 10. Anarbayeva sends it over from the right flank. Good up right there by Fendrikova. Pass bump right there to the other side by Schenberger. Schenberger able to dig that as it penetrated the defense of Anarbayeva. Soft touch over. Good job by number 11. Earlier, the kill coming from, I believe, number 14, Yang Hyo-jin. A 26-year-old player that is playing for Hyundai Construction Club. Currently, she stands at 190, second tallest amongst players from Korea here in this tournament. Anarbayeva with a quick right down the middle. And she evaded Yang Hyo-jin as she angled the other direction. Anarbayeva for service. And it's not returned, it's not returned. And now it's Kazakhstan that has the advantage in the serve department, a department that absolutely gave Korea its success against host country Japan. Here comes the attack from the left. Good job by Anarbayeva. The joust over there. Isayeva trying to take matters into her own hands, but they send that heater all the way to the back line, and it's good for number 10, Schenberger. It's down the line for the 10th point of Kazakhstan. Anarbayeva with the service. They go to the right side. Good up by German. They're gonna have to set this up for an over. Oh, wow! Isayeva jumping up and down, getting a good break right here with a simple attack right there off of that bump. And that's a timeout here by Korea.
그렇게 담고 그럴 것만.
Scoring 4 straight points by Kazakhstan. Coach Lee Jung-chul had very little to say. This team being paced by Kim Yoon-kong, Kim Hee-jin, and the rest of them will need now to prepare for the service by Anarbayeva. Watch out, watch out. There comes the power now, and that was a good timeout called and good response from what coach challenged them to do. Wide open right there for Yang Hyo-jin. Kim Hee-jin earlier for that service. They'll go to earlier. Schenberger, dual, triple, blocking that front line, tough to deal with, but that went wide as Korea keeps their service. As you take a look at that action, once again, they set it up, a backline attack off of the defense of Akilova, and Natalia couldn't do anything to control that. Wow, again, they score back-to-back against Natalia Akilova right here, and Korea has scored in succession, now 14-11, sending Kim Hee-jin back to the service area, 25-year-old middle blocker. Puts that up by Tatko. They need to control this and send it over Tatko from the back. Quick right there for the right flank, but there was a touch, and they're going to be challenging that quickly. Korea not wanting to give up what possibly could be another opportunity here to stretch this lead, and this challenge right here is one that you'll be seeing also at the 2016 Olympic Games, which of course, as we wait for the outcome of the challenge, will be played on the 6th till the 21st of August in Maracanã, Brazil. And here's the official review. And let's just wait that the touch has been officially logged by our technical able and professional technical group right here. And so Korea now stretches their lead 15-11. Kim Hee-jin with that service once again. They're gonna go for a quick over, and that's down the line. That is out according to our referee, and now that's a technical timeout with that ball called out by referee Al-Nama of Qatar. Korea up 16-11 here. What can Kazakhstan do to really put the challenge and the pressure on Korea? For this Korean squad, they are 9th in the world. They've had 9 appearances in the Summer Olympics since 1964. The best result was a bronze medal, which they still are absolutely proud of and are hoping to repeat. It's been since 1976 that they've stood on that winner's podium. Now, they are one of the leading squads in the world, particularly in the 70s and the 90s, and still, of course, one of the best Asian teams. They were the gold medalists in the 1994 Asian Championships in Hiroshima, and, of course, the 2014 Asian Games in Incheon. Here comes that Korean attack. That ball needs to be controlled. Fendrikova will clear that over. They'll set this up for that kill through the defense. It's good, though. They'll have Rosenberg, though, denied. Yo Jin Yang, that middle blocker who's 26 years old, standing at 190. Tough to beat that. Korea continues to score at will, now at 17-11. Kazakhstan waiting to receive this tough one, and it's a service ace. And that's the second point off of service for Korea, causing this squad from Kazakhstan to call for a quick timeout.
И опять бьешь. Первый удар классный был тогда, помнишь, когда ты забил? Ты ж продольно бил. А сейчас под себя не подстрахуешь ничего. Давай, не делай ошибки. Не делай.
As we take a look at what transpired earlier, ball sent over to when Schenberger was not being able to face up to that attack. That service coming from Kim Hee-jin. Now the second point off of service for Korea. They've done so well with 11 total in their game against Japan. That game against Japan was a 3-1 victory for Korea. Prior to that, they lost to Italy as well. Let's see how Lee Jae-yong will be faring in this particular stretch for Korea, now looking to further extend their lead. German puts it up. They set it for a back set. Quick right there, received by Kim Hyun-jong. Fendrikova sets it up. German for the easy over. They'll go for a quick attack right there. Cross court by Yang Hyo-jin is good. And it was successive attacks coming from Korea right there that's made it difficult for Tatko and company to recover. Now an 8-point lead staring down at Kazakhstan, put up by Korea. And that time it's wide, and this will be a point for Kazakhstan. Opportunity now to work against this 19-12 lead. A bit of a confusion there, but Akilova will be trooping to that service area. Ninth best setter, averaging 2.27 per set. Talking about Akilova, here's the joust. They'll go from the back row. That approach right there by number 7. She's gonna go at it the second time. Great dig by Fendrikova. Schenberger this time, cutting it through, rips down that wall. Good play also by Fendrikova earlier, really facing up. Beautiful dig. But it was Schenberger that won this last 13th point of Korea. Akilova earlier. That shot too strong. 20th for Korea out of the very athletic and very busy middle blocker, Yang Hyo-jin. Lee Jae-yong. German over the defense there early of Yang Hyo-jin. From the right flank, chasing it down Fendrikova. And they'll go to Schenberger. Ball needs to be set over, they do. They'll do a quick right there for Isayeva. That's how Isayeva was able to deal with that single block coverage of Yang Hyo-jin. The joust, Isayeva behind that on the losing end for that one. Ball still alive, and unfortunately, they're not able to put that control just out. Korea wanting to put this first set away quickly. Good dig by Fendrikova. Easy over. They'll set up number 11 for that kill. Good showing here by the 28-year-old middle blocker, Kim Soo-ji. As Korea will be calling in Lee So-young to replace Kim Young-kong. This 22-year-old MVP and best scorer in the in a previous campaign that she has joined. Lee So-young on the floor now for Lee Jung-chul, the coach from Korea, who is looking at bringing this team back to glory, but Tatko and them are not giving up, though they still face a 7-point deficit. They'll try to methodically put it away as she packs the heat down the line. Isayeva grazing the net right there. The quick by Bae-yoon Na. A little over, and it was while Anarbayeva was on her way down. She had a tip on that ball. We have Lee Hyo-hee coming out and checking in. This ball game is Yoon Hye-son, another setter, 25 years old. Has played in 25 different national selection games, but looking for her first Olympic Games and World Championship games as well. Korea needing only 2 more points to put away set number 1. Tatko couldn't control that bump, and Korea makes them pay now, set point. Good handle by Bae-yoon Na. Set point for Korea. Tatko, Fendrikova to Tatko through the defense, and she keeps it alive for Kazakhstan. No request logged on that electronic table, and now they'll allow them to go through. Substitution, Lumoskaya checking in for German. You also have number 4, that is Stanova checking in. Stanova is the 14th among spikers with a 34.33% success rate, 16th best scorer, but on the service area, that was number 9. Here's the attack from Korea. Remember, it's set point for Korea here. Oh, wow! Did you see how she soared? Bodies on the floor for Kazakhstan. But what an explosive finish here for the Korean side. Lee Jae-young winning that rally with an impressive hit coming from the back line right there. And this Korean squad well in the way after that 25-16 battle to a great start here in this important match against this squad from Kazakhstan. This is merely the second time that they meet at a World Olympic Qualification tournament, and after their fantastic performance against Japan, Korea could be staring down at another win. But mind you, Kazakhstan right here is no easy team to beat. Kazakhstan, though still looking for their first win at this Olympic qualification tournament, has to work on a couple of things, but things are not looking that bad, as they do have 3 service aces, though the 9 attacks is behind Korea's 15 attacks scored. They need to manage their errors. They do equal Korea in blocks, and at pace not so far from the digs department there against Korea, and that is the story here so far in that first set, which Korea had control of and eventually won. And what a start this is for Korea. You're taking a look at some of the stars here that will look on to continue on their momentum from set number 1. Korea here has been paced in their 15 attack points by Kim Yoon-kung with her 4 points. Over on the other side, top scorer so far is Katerina Tatko of Kazakhstan with 3 of the 9 attack points registered for them. We talked about the blocks earlier, and for those blocks, those all belong to Hyojin Yang of Korea. Over on the other side, it's Natalia Akilova who's received or has been able to contribute those 2 block points. Other contributors for Korea in terms of attacks are So Young Lee with 1 attack points, Jae Young Lee with also 1. Over on the other side, you're still looking for more options. You have at the start here Zdanova earlier, who will face up against a really tough opponent over on the other corner. And that you have to watch out for Yoon Kim Kung. Here we go now with the second set. Kazakhstan looking to win some battles here and take a listen to the victorious Korean squad that's being paced, as we mentioned, by Kim Yoon-kung, who now scored her 5th attack point. Schenberger with the reception. They go to Akilova just online, and that will be a point for Kazakhstan. There was a handle over there, but anyway, it was in. Their best option, having to bump that. They'll set it up here on the Kazakhstan side with Akilova going through the defense. Here's Kim Yoon-kung. Kim Yoon-kung is a tough one to beat. Look at her going through that defense of German and all the way to the back row. Kimmy, that's Hyo-hee Lee by the service area earlier. They dump it over. Oh, quick right there. Ball still live, even though Kim Yoon-kung saw it differently. And this point now won by Korea, as German able to talk things through on the sideline with coach Shapran Vyacheslav. Lee Hyo-hee. They'll set this up from the right side. No. That ball wide. Miscalculated hit by Zdanova. And Kazakhstan only managing to score 1 point here, needing to talk things through. And after that quick break, players from Kazakhstan will try to recover. Zdanova, one of those players that will need to be relied upon. She's 16th among scorers, 28 points going into this rally. And for Coach Shapran and the rest of them, they'll need the services of everyone. German's shot rejected. They'll set this up for Zdanova. Good dig right there by the libero. Just too much power behind that swing coming from this impressive Kim Yoon-kung. This team captain, the outside hitter, tallest amongst team captains in the journey, 28 years old. She's the MVP and the best scorer of the 2012 Olympics. And she also leads and inspires all the rest of these players right here who get a lift once again. An easy point there for Korea, now pacing it at 6-1 in the second set as their top scorer gets a break, something that they actually can't afford at this time. As Lee So-young checks in. Good job to put that away, Isayeva. And it was through the defense of number 12, Baeyuna, that she's able to score that. Beautifully handled by Lee So-young. As she came in here replacing their top scorer, it's as if there's no drop in energy as she sends that cross court where Isayeva was for another point for Korea, now leading by 5. Wow, look at that power behind that service on the right wing. From that right wing, Zanova able to score that. The young opposite spiker on that service line. Putting a handle on that one. Good job by Kaftorina earlier. Kim Hae-roon. Again, Hae-roon. They dumped that over. Within reach. German with a bump earlier. Here's the other attack. Wow! So much power behind that shot by Lee Jae-young. And this is our first technical timeout in set number 2, where Korea once again enjoys this 8-3 lead. Now, who will put up that wall? What is the answer for Korea to try to Kazakhstan to try to put a stop on Korea? So-young Lee, their wing spiker, 22 years old, has been playing particularly well. But take a look also at what Jae-young Lee, another wing spiker, 19-year-old, has been doing for the squad. She played for the Korean national volleyball team in the 2015 Asian Women's Volleyball Championship, where they ended up with a silver medal. And these players from Korea right here looking forward to make Coach Lee Jung-chul and their country proud. They pace now against Kazakhstan, 8-3 after that technical timeout. And you can see they're able to do that with their top scorer, Kim Yin-kung, riding the sidelines here. German with the reception quickly to Anarbayeva, and that was a miscommunication, mishit on this side of the floor. As Korea extends that lead off of the error that involved Anarbayeva. Baeyuna. Anarbayeva this time though, with authority. Take a look at how she did it over the defense of Yang Yo-jin, who stands at 190. Anarbayeva, 2 centimeters taller than her, made her pay. Here's German with that service. They pace, and I was going to say they need the points, but right now they gave one up with that service error by German. Kim Hee-jin on the line for service. She played for the national team in the 2012 London Olympics, where they finished 4th place. She's 25 years old, one of the best middle blockers, grazed that net. Anarbayeva just softly over, and they scramble, the mad scramble again, denied by Anarbayeva, and absolutely brilliant here Lyudmila Anarbayeva standing 6'4". One of their best options, played for Kazakhstan in the 2014 FIVB Volleyball Women's Championship, was at the service area there. Here's the setup, that joust. It's over on the side of Korea. Here's another attempt. Blockers doing really well. They're on fire on the net. Isayeva doing work. Here's the attack. Oh, just strong. It just echoes through the halls of this Tokyo gymnasium. Here's the attack by Jae-young Lee. She played for the Korean team also in the 2014 AVC Cup for Women, where they finished with a silver medal. This is absolutely a brilliant squad, and we'll continue to see their brilliance unless Kazakhstan will have anything to say about it. They have what it takes, but off of that error on the side of Kazakhstan, Korea scores anew now with 12 points, doubling the effort of Kazakhstan here so far. Lee Jae-young again. Schenberger with the reception earlier. They dump that over. They'll set it up for number one. Good job by Schenberger with that dig. Pass over. Lee So-young wanted it, but it was Yang Hyo-jin who put it away. Let's see. Yang Hyo-jin now right down the middle. Just out of reach for Stanova. Or Torina, rather. Kazakhstan will be calling for another timeout here.
Подачи не подаешь. Давай, без ошибок, работай. Тян, куда ты летишь, а? Ну я вам сказал, встаньте на свои места. Там вы не поняли, где стоять. Здесь не поняли. Люда и Сара, мяч должен в тебя прям прилететь. Ты убегаешь от него куда-то вглубь. Вот смотрите, вы вот этот подбор мячей сделаете, а? Я понимаю, если бы они били со страшной
Kazakhstan is nailed to their 6th point. Meantime, Korea has scored in 3 successive rallies, bringing them to a 13-6 lead over the squad of coach Vyacheslav. This team from Kazakhstan still waiting on their first win here at this WOQT tournament, 21st in the world. They've had 3 championship appearances, first in 2006. The best result was 15th in 2014. Let's see if they can get the best out of their squad that they have here on the floor. Apparently not, but not in that instance. Wow, another service ace, and this is reminiscent of what they did against Japan. Tough to read. Schenberger couldn't get a handle on that service by Lee Jae-young. A few more changes on that squad for coach Vyacheslav Tatko. One of their main scorers is on the floor. But Tatko couldn't put a handle on that reception, and it was well played by the side of Korea, who will once again score, now leading by twin digits. It's a tough break for Kazakhstan. A technical timeout with a 10-point disadvantage. Where will those points come from?
사람 사이 보고 때리라고. 조금이라도 한 발에서 흔들리게 만들란 말이야. 자, 그럼 연타 그대로 하더라도 앞에 짧으면 짧게 하든지, 예를 들어서 들어와 있으면 센터 수비 메꾸는데 그 라이트 사이드 보고 놓든지 왜인지 그냥 불분명한데 아무데나 넘기면 안 된단 말이야. 네. 화이팅. 한국.
For Korea, everything's been working well, like a well-oiled machine. They've been getting a big boost right here from Lee. Jae-yeon, particularly from that service area. Remember that they served Japan off the court in their last play. Imagine, in their last outing, Korea had 11 service aces to Japan's 3. The final serving statistics were decisive, and it could be the same here as you have their top scorer, Kim Yoon-jung, still riding the bench there with a 10-point advantage for Korea. A luxury they can afford with Isayeva. Even if Isayeva is able to dump that over, I don't see their top scorer being called in just yet. Talking about Korea, Kazakhstan needing to do a lot of work. They go to the young gun for that cross-court hit, and it's good for Lee So-young. Lee So-young is hailed as the best outside spiker in the first Asian Women Under-23 Volleyball Championship, and you can see what she's made of here. Meantime, for this rally, unfortunately, that fake from Isayeva didn't only the opponent, but also her teammates around her. Yang Hyo-jin. Could this be another unreturned service? This time, Topko made sure they're able to stop this and scores from the right front. Tatko from the weak side doing damage there, and hopefully this will start big things for Kazakhstan, who still need to overcome a 10-point disadvantage. Opportunity for free ball here for Kazakhstan. They won't get it. That was blocked right there by Korea. Elated over what they saw. Great performance by Bae Yoon-na. Bae Yoon-na, 26 years old, 5'11", played for the Korean national team in the Asian Games, where they won in the gold in Incheon. Wow, what a play coming from the young gunner in Stanova. Let's take a look at that setup job right there. Through the defense, nothing that Kim Hae-run, the libero, could do about that shot from Stanova earlier. And she's gonna wait for another opportunity as quickly Korea puts that away. This is just hot hitting right here from Korea, particularly on that left side, as Korea's Lee So-young buries it deep. So-young coming into this game has only had 5 points in this tournament, and look at her go here. An opportunity for her to have extended minutes where the top player riding the bench, and it's now 21-19. 21-9 rather, here in favor of Korea still. Absolutely tremendous hitting, tremendous service points here from Korea. It's a specialty. It's really tough to handle. Just take a look at how she does it, as you have Schenberger waiting to check back in to replace Tatko, and hopefully that'll give them steadiness, one that they need to receive what could be the 7th serve point for Korea. They stand at 6. Anerbayeva puts down anyone getting in front of that hit. Her victim that time was the outside hitter, Hwang Yoon-ju. Lumoskaya checking in, and also the young Sitka Zenova. Dixit Kazanova has yet to show her prowess here in this tournament. Good dig right there. Anarbayeva sends it over. They'll set this up. Joust one. Schenberger earlier. Anarbayeva puts it up, but unfortunately an error already will be logged. Referee Al-Nama blowing his whistle with that error by Anarbayeva. Only 2 more points to win set number 2 for Korea. They have Baeyun Na earlier for service. Anarbayeva puts it up after it grazed the defense right there. That put it right back on the floor of Kazakhstan. Here's from behind. Nothing off of that attack. But this time Anarbayeva makes a good account of herself again. Korea will be calling in Kim Soo-ji. Kim Soo-ji, 28 years old, looking to experience the Olympics. Anarbayeva, you saw her. Pressure is on Kazakhstan's side. Korea's young hitters right here doing a lot of damage. Kang So-wi, that 18-year-old outside hitter, scoring it for Korea. Set point now for the Korean side. Yoon-hye Seon for service received by Schenberger. Schenberger will go at it, but the net right there, and that'll be a set point win for Korea, winning the first 2 sets here and getting this victory predominantly here in the second set without Kim Yoon-kung. And Kim Yoon-kung, as you know, is lethal, but she can afford to rest. They're able to handle Kazakhstan as they've done in the past tournaments. Kazakhstan won their only meeting with Korea at a World Olympic Qualification tournament where they recorded straight sets win. Will they be able to get that again, which is something that they did back in 2008? Korea, though, has won the last 3 meetings against Kazakhstan at major tournaments in straight sets. Imagine Korea won in the 2010 Asian Games semifinals, in the 2013 Asian Championships quarterfinals, and the 2015 Asian Championships first round against Kazakhstan. Look at these numbers, 2 straight set wins, no service aces for Kazakhstan. Logged in that last set, set number 2, where Korea did a lot of that damage for service aces. 10 attacks in set number 2, minimized their errors as opposed to the 7 of Kazakhstan. Went for 4 blocks there to score for them, and they really are doing a stellar job handling that second set. And more of this Korea-Kazakhstan match number 14, where we are midway through our competition. This is the World Olympic Qualification Tournament for women. One of the best players in the world riding that bench, Kim Yoon-kung, able to afford that. Lee Jung-chul, the coach of Korea, has the advantage of having a lot of efficient gunners on his side, taking care of business against Kazakhstan, who has been denied in the last 3 outings, this being day 4 of action. Kazakhstan has lost to the Netherlands 3-1 in the opening day. Kazakhstan went on to lose against Japan 3 sets straight. in day 2 of action. Kazakhstan then lost to Peru 3-1 in their last outing, but they are hoping that somehow they're able to call on the magic that they had in 2008 when they defeated Korea in their only meeting at the World Olympic Qualification tournament, and they won that in straight sets. This time it's going to be tough, with Korea already leading 2-0, and this set is pressure-packed for the side of Kazakhstan. Korea having a lot of fun in this game. They have on the floor the young Kim Soo-ji. They also have Lee Jae-young, who's been playing particularly well. Service for Korea here to open up our third set. Nikolova put up earlier by Yum Hye-son. Nikolova, good job there by Lee So-young earlier. And the attack from the middle for Korea registers the first point here as we take a look at that bit of action. Back row attack combination there. Good job by the setter. Nothing that German could do to put that up. Lee Jae-young scoring for Korea. Quick right there by Isayeva. The middle blocker gets a piece of the action. For Isayeva, standing at 6 feet, she played for Kazakhstan in the 2015 FIVB World Grand Prix, where they finished though 26. Good job right there by number 6 Natalia Akilova, the most efficient setter that they have. But unfortunately, efficiency is one of those things that Korea is absolutely known for, and making a good account of herself is Hwang Yun-ju. Only scored 2 spikes, or 2 points off of spikes, coming into this game so far in this tournament. Good job by Fedrikova earlier, and Nikolova. Stanova. Stanova able to put that away through the defenders. Kazakhstan going mano a mano here against Korea in the early stages of set number 3, and those blockers doing work. This is more the game of Anarbayeva. Stuffs it right back. Nothing that Lee Jae-young, the outside hitter, could do anything about. She tries it from this side, gets through, but number 6 Akilova earlier was there to dig that. Here's another attack. Akilova able to put that up, but before that there was already an error on the side of Kazakhstan. Point awarded to Korea. Coach Chapran working hard from that sideline. Taking a look at Bayun Na, getting ready for service. Oh, nice recovery by Kazakhstan, also by Korea in that instance. Good job by Kim Soo-ji earlier. Send this over, setter dump, nothing there. Back set. German right there to cover it. Kim Soo-ji again. It's not working, but they won't bail out. Hwang Jun-yu able to put that away over Baeyun. Good dig right there coming from Lee So-young. And these are some of the spills that we've been seeing right here. That's what makes this even more interesting and exciting. But putting the exclamation point on that crazy rally was Hwang Yun-ju, or rather Nam Jin-yu. Over the defenders, wasn't able to dig for that was Akilova. Lee Jae-young, another point for Korea, extending their lead 5-3. Service by Kim Soo-ji. Fendrikova earlier on the floor as German scores for Kazakhstan. Side out, Kazakhstan. Stanova on that line for service. Quickly over. Fendrikova earlier wanting to set it up real good. Not being able to handle that side out now for Korea. And it's those errors that a team can definitely do without. A team like Kazakhstan can definitely do without, especially with an opponent as efficient, as dangerous as Korea. Both teams looking to either land in the top 3 or be one or the #1 Asian squad to come out of this 7-day tournament. As those are the requirements for the 4 slots available for the Olympic Games coming out of Tokyo, Japan. They set it up from the left front. Ball still live. Good job by Fendrikova earlier. Splattered all over that, but this time the libero on this side of the floor, Kim Hae-ron, not being able to put a handle on that. As German now on the floor for service. Ina German, the middle blocker, 33-year-old. Played for Kazakhstan in the 2014 FIVB World Women's Championship. So she puts that up. Over to the other side now. Korea from the back row. That attack penetrates the defense. Fendrikova was there to cover. Schenberger's attack will be returned. That one will end right there with Kwang Yun-ju. And this is the technical timeout in this set with Korea leading by 3.
찍는 토스가 된다니까. 똑같이 내려온다고. 조금 더 천천히, 조금 더 천천히. 얹혔다가 쓰고, 얹혔다가 쓰고.
Korea is doing particularly well. They do have a lot of options here. You saw Jae-young Lee register her 7th point, and of course getting a lot of support even from the best player that they have, who's been on that sideline for quite some time. Yet Korea is leading 8-5 going into this technical timeout, and they also lead 2-0. They've had 3 attack points coming from Yun Ju Hwang, So Young Lee with 4 attack points. Meanwhile, for Kazakhstan, Isayeva with 4 attack points, Stanova also with 4 attack points. You have 2 from German, 4 from Tatko, 2 from Schenberger, and 5 from Anarbayeva. Anarbayeva from the middle. Here comes number 12, and she scores for Korea, Bae Yun-na. Korea with an opportunity here to stretch this lead further and put away Kazakhstan, who's absolutely hungry and I must say dangerous. Stanova, her hit earlier returned, but Korea there with, again, an effort on the part of their opponent, but doing enough right there in the middle. Bae Yun-na, their outside hitter, 26-year-old, who's had 9 experiences playing on the world stage. A rare service error here for Korea. Anarbayeva on that line, and she couldn't get to that sooner. She tried to chase it down as the ball was dropped beside the frontliners. Let's take a look at how they did this. Lee So-young played it Absolutely smart. The 22-year-old getting the better of the defenders. And that is another point off of the service by Yun. Let's take a look at how Bayun Na didn't need to get back to her spot right away. A timeout called by Kazakhstan.
Вы запомнили, что идет у короткого подачи. Мы уже 4-й матч с ними играем. Вы уже должны изучить и знать, кто какую подачу подает. Ну неужели трудно сдвинуться, сделать 2 шага и принять? Я еще раз говорю, в волейбол нельзя играть без подачи и без приема. Но вы прием сделайте, чтобы можно было сняться.
Korea has gotten 7 points off of serves. 1 from So Young Lee, 2 from Hyo Hee Lee, 1 from Hee Jin Kim, 2 from Jae Young Lee, and then Yuna Bai also contributing in that particular department. They go for a quick one by Schenberger. And the blockers right there this time ready for Lee So-young. Off of the efforts of Isayeva. They scramble. Good service point right here for Kazakhstan. That and a lot more is needed. But they'll do it methodically as that service coming from Akilova is good. Count that for her as she troops back to that service area. And they let that sail wide. Back-to-back scoring for Kazakhstan puts them just within striking distance to tie Korea's 12th point here. And a quick timeout being called by Korea. They are still in the lead, but they do want to stop the momentum built here by Kazakhstan.
만들어 놓고 틀을 만들어 놓고
Korea has 34 attack points so far in this game, 7 block points, 7 service points, and has accumulated 14 points off of their opponent's errors, scoring 62 throughout 2 sets and this current set that you're seeing right here where Korea has 12 points. 3 over Kazakhstan, and you have the young players being fielded here by coach Lee Jung-chul. German sets it up. They go to Schenberger, double coverage there. They set up from that left front, answered Lee Sung-young. A dump over. They go to Schenberger, Lee So-young. Will go at it again, denied, and this one Kazakhstan scores. Isayeva, Zdanova putting a strong fort right there, right in front of Lee So-young. From the middle. Good up by Fendrikova, getting right back up to bump that earlier. Lee So-young as Fendrikova able to let that sail out, and Kazakhstan now just within 1. What a battle this is. Kazakhstan has been able to catch up as Korea has Park Jun-ah coming in, and she replaces Lee So-young. Not leaving anything to chance. Coach Lee Jung-chul, his team already won the 2 sets, and this time they are able to score through Kim Soo-ji's attack. She sends that spike straight down here. Korea ranked 9th in the world, hoping to continue on their run here in this competition, which will put them in a great position. Remember that Italy has already won all 4 games. Korea, with this win, can eclipse the performance of Japan, and in the ranking could be the top Asian team after and if they get their win here. And they are looking great with service like that. And these girls from the sideline are just having a ball. And so are the ones like Yum Hyo-seon. 25 years old, play for the Korean national team in the 2009 Asian Women's Volleyball Championship, where they finished 4th there. But as that happened, it'll be opportunity for Kazakhstan now to once again trim down that lead. They came so close until Korea once again stepped on the gas. Schenberger with that service earlier. They'll set up number 13 for an easy dink over. The blockers won that. Be ready from that middle attack. Good job by Fendrikova. They will go to Stanova, who puts it away. Stanova swiping it off Kim Soo-ji, the middle blocker, couldn't return that attack. Stanova scoring the 13th for Kazakhstan in set number 3. Oh, wow. Nam Ji-yoon, absolutely impressive. A technical timeout is needed now as Korea is up 16-13. And they've been getting a lot of boost from the sidelines, though. You see Kim Yoon-kong, one of the best in the world, working hard to keep the spirits up. For Korea, they have been getting a big boost right here from Yoon Ju-hwang, who now scored her 5th attack point. As in this technical timeout, Kazakhstan still working out the details. You see Kim Yoon-kong going back to her corner, joining the other girls who are just keeping themselves warm for this particular game. The support cast doing everything that they can. Star players, all of them from Korea. Service by Park Jun-ah. Quick right there by Isaeva. And that went wide. Kazakhstan with a point. And a challenge for Korea there, as they believe that there was a touch off of that last attack. As they figure out the challenge system, and as you can see, the official review right there, there was no touch clearly, as Kazakhstan hopes to build some momentum here. Kazakhstan, a silver medalist in the Asian Volleyball Championships, bronze in the Asian Games in 2010 in Guangzhou, bronze in the Asian Cup in Almaty, and participated in the 2000 Olympics. They are hoping that they'll be able to chalk up a win, a first. If they do that, it's going to be tough against Korea, who has already won the first 2 sets. They set up number 7 with that reverse over there. Nothing for Lee Jae-yeon. Stanova. Anarbayeva sets up Stanova over there, and that is a beautiful power alley. The spiker sends it over, and the receiving end couldn't put a handle on that after Akilova's dig went wild. And so Korea now stretches their lead anew, 17-15, as our officials just making sure, referee Al-Nama making sure that everything will be in order for this service. Koreans have been absolutely dangerous and lethal from the service area. Kim Soo-ji. Kim Soo-ji could not do anything about that attack. Released from the Kazakhstan side as we take a look at how German was able to put that away right in front of Kim Soo-ji, as Tatko will check back in this game. Tatko has registered 23 points coming into this tournament, 22 from spikes and 1 service ace. They'll need her to keep Kazakhstan at pace with this absolutely lethal Korean squad. From the service area, let's see what they can do. Balmuskaya. Oh, power hit right there from Korea from left front. Lee Jae-young able to cause damage there. On the strong side. Substitutions. Korea will also have Kim Hae-run on the floor. And back also is Kim Hee-jin. Beautiful approach by German to put that away, coming from the backside of the court. Let's take a look at what she did all the way from the back through the defense there of Bae Yun-na. And Kim Hae-run couldn't put a body on that ball. Here's the attack by Lee Jae-young. German. They set for Anarbayeva. Good job there by Hae-run. Ball on the side of Korea. Good up by Fendrikova. They go to Tatko. Tatko, a lot of spin there. Let's see how Korea will handle. The libero sends it over. They'll set up. Schenberger through the defense. Kazakhstan scores. We're tied at 18. What an exciting third set. First set actually was a 25-16 win for Korea. Second set, 25-11 win for Korea. Kazakhstan doing much better here in set number 3, tying it at 18. Oh, Anarbayeva deciding last minute, and it was that tentative action from the frontliners. Anarbayeva included there. There was miscommunication. She mishit an opportunity for Korea to break into the 20th point in set number 3. German put that up. They go to Schenberger. Denied. No. Those blockers from Korea, tough to handle. Look at Schenberger, and Kim Hee-jin was all over that. As Kazakhstan calls for a timeout, they should not, and I'm sure they'll refuse to let this slip away that easy.
Одна вот так принимает, другая вот так сует вал. Что там у вас? Я сказал, ты пасуешь. Что там у вас? Вот тебе сейчас мяч дали, почему ты его не обработала? Я понимаю. Но обработать можно.
25 attack points for Kazakhstan, 6 block points, 4 service points, scored 9 off of errors. In terms of attacks, Isayeva has 4 of them throughout this game. Stanova has 6. It's been tough to deal with Kim Hee-jin there as their middle blocker. Let's see what this side for Kazakhstan can do. Unfortunately, that service not returned. Take a look at what Lee Jae-young did and what Fendrikova could not do. Looking for service point number 9, not getting it this time. Tatko, double coverage. They're gonna go at it again through Tatko, lost the joust. That was just out of reach for German. Korea only needing 3 more points to win this match. good things happen when Lee Jae-young's on the line for service. Schenberger earlier with that attack, and they'll return that from the middle blocker. Good up by the Kazakhstan, and though that one sailed wild. And a point for Korea, only needing 2 more just when Kazakhstan was inching closer. Remember in that game against Peru, it was just frustrating for them to lose with close scores like 25-23 and 25-22. Then they come closer now with that service error. Rare to see Lee Jae-young make that kind of mistake. And so Kazakhstan will have the veteran Anarbayeva on that line for service. Kazakhstan inching their way closer. Anarbayeva. Here's the attack though. Couldn't put a handle on that from the block. Korea will continue on for their match point with the services of Kang So-hui. She scored 2 total points so far in this tournament, both from the service area. They're going to try to also run Kazakhstan off the court with the service. That's wide though, that's wide. That's wide. Still, match point for Korea. Will the Kazakhstan side be able to stretch their chances here and come out with a win? Well, we have more names and substitutions on the floor. They'll be getting Stanova back on the floor. Match point for Korea. On the line, you have Akilova. Here's Korea now for the win. German puts it up. Schenberger, enough to get a free ball opportunity here for Kazakhstan. From the middle, they try to get it from Stanova. Blocked right there in the middle. Stanova still part of the action. Wow! Let's take a look at that last bit with that attack from Park Jun-ah. What great battle we're seeing there in front. They are just on fire. Isayeva with the stuff and the point there. 21-24, still a match point for Korea. They're not out of danger yet. German, they set it up, easy over. Number 13 goes for an attack, and Korea will win it in that manner. And what a victory that was for Korea. It was a good late surge for this Kazakhstan squad, but that surge was not enough. 25-16, 25-11, 25-21, straight sets victory for Korea. Coach Vacheslav's squad did what they could. They looked very good in that third set. They didn't have enough juice with so much firepower from Korea, and they were able to win that against Kazakhstan without getting much from Kim Yoon-kong. Kim Yoon-kong, the best scorer coming into this game, 75 total. Didn't need much from her, only got maybe 7 attack points from their best scorer. They didn't really expose her enough and didn't need to. And here now is a squad that has improved their standings. This team from Korea is hoping that they'll continue to win and they'll keep their Olympic dreams alive. They can win, and they just won 3 matches here at the World Olympic Qualification Tournament. And it's looking good for Korea with their 3 straight sets victory, 3 aces in this third set, 16 attack points, doubling the output of Kazakhstan in that department. Scored off of 8 errors, 3 blocks there, and 12 digs really helped in Korea's campaign here in day 4 Korea, as we mentioned, lost against Italy in day number 1, but then they won in straight sets against the Netherlands, went ahead to win against Japan, and then now Korea won against Kazakhstan. As we take a look at that match statistics, 41 there for Korea off of attacks, and you can see the other departments that they have there, including 9 blocks, and those 41 attacks coming from Korea has been a really huge factor, really limiting also the attacks coming from Kazakhstan, who were only down to 26 points. But what an output this was for Korea, even though Kazakhstan won their only meeting with Korea at a World Qualification tournament. Here, the second time around, this Korean squad able to win back-to-back games with that victory over Kazakhstan in straight sets. And what a wonderful match that we saw right here halfway through our competition.